This is a voiceover slash screen record about question 3 that I'm answering, which says, what have you learned about your audience feedback? And I guess it's also asking what technology I've used. So let's get started. So firstly, audience feedback, in my opinion, is key in deciding a dilemma that you're struggling with. So for example, I use SurveyMonkey to help me decide what genre my film was going to be, because I was stuck between drama and thriller. Therefore, SurveyMonkey allowed me to create a questionnaire which enabled me to ask a variety of different people what they think about my film, and I gave them like a little brief detail of the plot and what genre they would put it under. And this video over here showcases what SurveyMonkey is and how it helped me out. Moving on to Instagram I mainly used for polls, because I'm a large following on Instagram. I'm a follower base. I was able to get a wide range of people to vote if I was stuck between two options. So for example, me and Mike would decide between Day by Day. Well, would decide between a film title named Day by Day or Bloodshot, sorry. So we put on Instagram the two options, and as you can see in the little GIF here that I created, you've got Day by Day, which got 67%, and Bloodshot, which is 33%. So in my opinion, I feel like Day by Day has that conventions of a thriller slash drama, describing about what we think is most suitable for our plot, since the protagonist is mainly, he's got the addiction, the drug addiction, and there's that form of neglect and escape. So we felt that that title would have those sort of connections rather than Bloodshot. Whereas Bloodshot, it has those, when you think of Bloodshot, you think of bloodshot eyes, and that correlates to drug addiction and stuff like that. But then I felt like that I had more of a horror convention to it, as if it's zombies, or those, for example, people would think, oh yeah, there's a drug being created and people's eyes go bloodshot and turn into zombies, that sort of thing. So I just felt like I was really against Bloodshot in general. But anyway, back to audience feedback, and therefore the audience were able to give us a wide range of opinions, decisions. They were able to decide which one they liked best, and because so many people voted, it was clearly, as you can see, 67% to 33%, and we chose Day by Day as our film title. Another Instagram poll that we created was the design of our logo, of our production logo. You got that Stillwater Studios with that water reflection, and then you've got what's it called, SWS, which is abbreviation for Stillwater Studios, but you got that 1970s sort of Star Wars design to it, in my opinion. So once again, we're posting on Instagram, and a lot of people voted, as you can see by the numbers. Moving on to interviews, which is another a form of audience feedback that I've used. Interviews, in my opinion, was the best form of audience feedback, just because we were able to get a personal reaction, a personal view of things. And these are only I've got more audience feedback on interviews, but it's just these are the two videos that I've chosen because it's about my film poster and magazine cover, which is a very large topic that they could talk about. So when you watch these, you'll see for yourself. But in general, as you can see, in interviews, you can see how truthful it is. For example, whereas if I said on Snapchat, can you give me feedback on my magazine, people just generally give you 2 lines, whereas in here it's specific, it's very precise. So in this video over here, it's 37 seconds long, but it's full of content, and Dave, describes each and every single feature of the magazine. The film poster, and says why it's good, why it's not good, why it should be improved. That sort of stuff, which is why interviews is the best form of audience feedback, in my opinion. Because, for example, in Snapchat, you say to them, or just any social media like Facebook or Instagram, you DM them, you show them a picture of your project. They say, yeah, it's good, but this needs to be improved. You ask them how, and they don't know how. Or, for example, they just don't say it, or they don't explain it. That's what I'm trying to say. But interviews is very hands-on, face-to-face sort of thing. They're talking to the camera, they're talking to you at the same time and telling you what you need to improve on, which is the best form of audience feedback. And yeah, so audience feedback in general helps me out a lot throughout this project in deciding many decisions, such as the film title, which is a very key decision. Also, the production logo, what should we go for, and the genre of film, as you can say. Also, audience feedback gives me improvements to make. So, because, for example, yourself, you can't, when you look at something, when you look at your own work, you think it's good, but when you get another person's perspective of things, it's even better, because they know what they can see the faults that you can't see. They can see the negatives, let's say, which is why I prefer interviews. A good example I can use is this interview over here that I did. Interview over here. I asked my friend for audience feedback on my magazine front cover, and he mentioned how I spelled a name wrong. Let me just find it. Well, he for example, there you go, like feedback Nathan Arndt 1. It shows he talks to me saying, right, here's what you need to do, here's what needs to be better. He mentioned how, like, coming soon, like as you can see there, it says coming this fall. Before that, it was coming soon this fall. But he corrected me on that mistake, and it flows more better and stuff like that. Which is why I prefer interviews rather than any other form of social feedback. Well, audience feedback. But in general, audience feedback is key in helping you out, guiding you, and giving you improvements. Which is why I prefer it and find it very, very significant. So yeah, this has been just a little voiceover, 7 minutes, not that long, about why audience feedback is key.